going to just do some tips on contouring today. Sorry, I look like a hot mess because I wanted my hair to be out of the way so you could see. I'm going to actually do the contour before I apply anything else, just that it's obvious what I'm doing. And I'm actually using the Blend Best Friend. Why does that not sound like that's the right word? It's the new brush that just came out, and it's for blending and for illuminating. And people are finding a lot of use for this brush. It's very, very soft and free on this side, and it's a little firmer and smaller on this side, and it is the best friend to the B Squared Blush and Bronzer brush, or bronzer and blush brush, but it's like a small version of that brush. So it can get in and do more detailed, where that does more of a overall, like if you're trying to dust on setting powder or your bronzer or that type of thing. So I'm just going to go in with the contour. You always want to go right where that cheekbone ends, because you're trying to draw that, thin out that part of the face. If you have a thin face, you want to kind of cup it a little bit, give yourself a cheek. If you have big cheeks already, you're really going more on a line without that cup at the end, because you're just trying to thin out the face. So again, I didn't set up my ring light, but I do have a little bit better light than I had last time in here, but I got some shadows showing on my face. When I look in the mirror, that's not there. I just have a lot of redness. So I'm going to see what we can do about getting rid of that redness today. And I got to be fast. I don't have time to do anything to my eyes, because obviously with my hair looking like this, I have not done anything to my hair yet. So I got to either have time to straighten it from putting it up like this or curling it. So if you have a rounder face, you want to kind of contour on the face just slightly, and then to the jawline to about right here, and then bring that contour down, kind of pulling away from the face and shadowing out that neck. You can probably see the difference slightly on this side. And this side, you see that shadow there, that kind of takes away that part of the neck. So it doesn't stand out as much. So when you're shadowing, you're kind of taking that part of the face out, because you're you're drawing the attention to the parts of the face, like the eyes are really where you want to create your focus. If you don't have bangs and you have a wide forehead, you want to contour, oops, got one flyaway hair. You want to contour the top of your head to make that forehead appear smaller. Contouring is kind of like a 3. If you have a thin face, you're going to contour right along the jawline all the way around, just to kind of define your face, but not thin it out anymore, like by doing what I have to do on mine. So again, you go a little bit up, and then to about right there on the jawline, and then bring it down. And now you can see both sides of my neck are shadowed. And I don't know if it looks like it on the camera, because I can see the shadows in the camera, but it's really not streaky, or doesn't look obnoxious as this looks right now, because it's not blended. It's just shadowed. It doesn't really look like anything in person. So my forehead didn't get very much on it. This brush does an extremely light contour, so if you like a real heavy contour, I used a darker color so it would show up a little bit better, because I was using this brush. But if you like a stronger contour, I don't know, I do think this brush is pretty good. It really blends. So I imagine with the highlight on, it would really blend. Now I just kind of went a little crazy with contour, but The other things that you want to contour are on your nose. You want to thin that nose out. So I'm going to use a different brush for that actually. My multitasker, the small side. So you start close to that brow bone, and I have quite a pug nose, so I bring mine all the way down. You'll learn to contour your nose based off your nose shape, but you're really just kind of thinning that nose out. And I actually take out the end of my nose, out that all will get blended together, but just kind of create a shadow there too. So really, you're just seeing, you know, it thins that nose out a whole lot. If you see somebody who, and I'll have to do that. I'll have to do a picture of my makeup with the nose contour and without, so you can see the difference. It really does make a difference in your pictures and things. And then I contour my lips because I have very thin lips. So try to open them up a little bit more. Create a pout right here. Get a little extra line of contour there. A little thicker. I do blend it up. I just use my finger for that. Blend it in or down from that top lip. But I do leave it a little bit thicker there just to create a little bit of a pout because I have such thin lips. And I don't have time to do my eyes, so I'm just going to add a little bit of contour as eyeliner. Just to define my eyes a little bit. And then with this, I usually use the Know Your Angles brush, which is the one meant to contour your eyebrows, but I'll go ahead and start with this and then go back and clean it up if I need to. I don't want to go real heavy on my eyebrows today because I'm doing a kind of a more natural look, but I need to do something, so, and I guess this brush will work for today. As I'm aging, my eyebrows are thinning out so much, I've got to figure out like if I'm going to draw extra eyebrow or just continue to just line the ones I have. And I haven't really looked into that a whole lot, like what other people do or what they recommend or anything, because I never even filled in my eyebrows until this year, so this is like a whole new thing for me. I mean, literally, maybe a couple of months ago, I started filling my eyebrows. Typically, I use this brush. Can you see the angle of that brush? I use that brush to do my eyebrows because it also has this end on it. But the multitasker did its thing for today, so we'll just leave that alone. All right, so I'm going to add my highlight colors and start to blend that a little bit. And these are your darker highlight colors, and then these are the two new ones, Candlelit and Sandy. And those are all your lighter highlight colors. Well, actually Mango's not very light, but it fit in the front. So those are your other highlight colors. And I'm going in with Candlelit. And you can actually clean up that contour line a little bit when you highlight. If you're not happy with the way you contoured, you don't have to get a baby wipe out or a makeup wipe out. Or I got baby wipes on my mind for some reason. I guess because I'm getting ready to go wake up Kaylee and get her ready. Oh, I know I gotta change a butt. For those of you that don't know, Kaylee started living with me when she was 2 months old. All my children are grown, but she's a love. I was fostering her, and then last year I took custody of her, but hopefully her parents are very active in her life. One of them is here daily, so she definitely has that relationship. And she's a joy, though. You'll see her sometimes when I'm doing my videos. And she is an absolute joy. I realize why people have their babies when they're young, because my energy level is not anywhere like when, and I had 6 of them, 5 and under, running around together at the same time, and my energy level was still better with all of that than it is now. It's so funny how you notice those differences. I might have to redo my nose contour because I was not careful, and I'm not sure that I did it thick enough. That with blending it with that highlight, that I'm happy with that. So I'm probably going to go back and do that a little bit more. I like to just take away those veins that show up your eyelids. Even though I'm not wearing eye makeup, I just like to kind of even out that area too. Okay, so now the highlights on there, I'm actually going to just brighten up around my eyes with some Sunlit. Actually, I use a little bit of Aura because I just want to kind of need to go too light. Blend that out a little bit better. I don't want it to be thick. Just trying to lighten up that triangle area. So that when I'm done with my makeup, my focus is on my eyes, even if there's not going to be eye makeup on them. You know, the mascara will help a whole lot with that. I'm just going to go back and repeat that nose contour. Oops. Get the right brush. I might need to get the brush I usually do this with if this doesn't give me what I'm looking for. I'll use that blending brush to kind of so you can see, and I'm just going to blend this out a little bit. I'm going to do a very light, my shirt is like a heathered pink, so I think I'm going to do a very light pink, so I'm going to actually use this brush to put on the blush because I want it to be very light. And I can't decide which of the pinks I want to go with. I think I'm going to do Hollywood today. It's not really as pink as the others, but it still has it's kind of got like a, I don't know, like a muted pink color to it, like it's like a brown undertone or something, or a beige undertone. But anyways, I'll go ahead and from the apple back, and I'm just kind of, instead of, you know, usually I kind of press it in and then use the other brush and kind of, you know, run it back. I get more pigmentation when I'm using that bigger brush, but with today I'm just kind of going with a lighter look. So I'll blend that. It's not so bad. Get my multitasker out one more time and take, let's see, I'm not sure how this is going to look on my lips. I'm not sure I've put Hollywood on my lips before, but we're going to try it this morning. That's not so bad. I think I'll go over it with a little bit of the petal, just to give it a little bit of a gloss and a shine. not bad. Okay, so we're done with that. We're not doing eyeshadow. Illuminator. So you have either the cream illuminators, which obviously I favor, but I've also had them for a long time compared to these. These are gorgeous, and on young skin they are absolutely stunning. On my skin, it actually, sometimes it depends on my skin on a given day, but it actually kind of sits a little funny on me and shows the age of my skin. So I haven't become as in love with those as I am with the cream-based ones, but I'm going to try a little Photoshop today, just because it is that pink color, and I went with pinks just to see how that will look, see how it goes on. It's so beautiful. They are so beautiful, and I wish that they went on my skin the same way that they did these younger ladies, because I think it's stunning. But that's just enough, since I'm kind of trying to go on the light side anyways. And I'll just illuminate my nose. And there on a Cupid's bow. And even though I'm not going to wear eye makeup, I'm going to illuminate at my brow bone. Some people like above, some people like below. I don't really know yet what I like. You know, I mean, I've only been doing this since September, so it's still an adventure for me. I'm still learning. I'm just going to blend that on my nose. I don't like it to be too shiny on my nose. Just shiny enough. But anyway, so it's not too bad. Sometimes I even, and I'm feeling the truth, so it's going to be a little bit, for doing light makeup, this is probably going to be a little funny, but I'll even tap a little bit of a powder illuminator on my lips, and then they get an extra shine. I like that a lot. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but I'll take an after picture and you'll be able to see it in that. And so the last thing is the bronzer, and I have Bella and Cayman, and I'm going to do Bella. I want you guys to see. I want to do like this side with Bella. Just want you to see how it lights the skin up. It gives it that really beachy tan. Can you see the difference in the two sides? It just really provides that that bronzed look that that it's meant for. So I'm going to kind of take that out now and do both sides, because I don't want to go around looking like I sat in the sun on one side. Oh, the hair sticking out. Well, I can take that off now. Oh. Sorry. What a mess. I've got to get in there and get a hairbrush through my hair. Oh my goodness. So I think that's all. I'm not gonna go, well, my forehead looks a little bit uneven. I'm not gonna do real heavy bronzer, even though the Bella goes on heavier than the Cayman and slightly darker. I don't want to do real heavy bronzer because I'm trying to keep the makeup look a little bit more light and natural today, although bronzer probably is one of the most natural things you can add, because it just gives you that sun-kissed look without having to go sit out in the sun. So I'm going to put on my mascara and brush out my hair at least. I don't know if I have time to do anything with a curling wand or a straightener, but we'll see. And I'll take after pictures so that you can see the look without this this lighting disaster that I have in this room that I use. And I actually come in here to this room to do my videos because In the mornings, I have 4 grandchildren that get dropped off, and it's noisy downstairs, so I kind of hide to do my makeup and make the videos, because there's the 4 grandchildren, and if she's awake, which she's not today, but and Kaylee. And as much as I'd love you to meet them all, and as delightful as they are, it just would be, it would be counter, it would counter everything we're trying to do by getting a video made of doing your makeup. So hope you learned some contouring tips, and I'm going to get my mascara on, and I will end the video with a picture. Thank you.